as you guys know, we are big fans of psychedelic rock. And there is one band in rock history that cannot be overlooked when discussing this genre. And that is, of course, Pink Floyd. Now, we just got this requested of us on Patreon. We just got requested to react to Comfortably Numb live in '94. We just learned the members. I don't know much about Pink Floyd. I know a few of their songs, including this one. But never seen them live.
You don't really know much about them at all. Like them as people or anything.
Yeah. Literally just learned that they've had multiple members throughout their career. I had no idea. Sid Barrett was in the beginning, and then he left before some of their bigger albums. Shout out to Savoy 555.
Yes.
Ready to check this out, man. Apparently this is a great concert. It's got 22 million views. And he said that the stage was 7 stories high. My God.
Insane.
So I'm sure this would be great. Let's go. Comfortably Numb. Let's dive. Got the lights.
Is there anybody in there? Just nod if you can hear me. Is there anyone at home? Come on now. I hear you feeling down, and I can ease your pain. Get you on your feet again. Relax. I need some information first. Just the basic facts. Can you show me where it hurts? There is no pain you are receiving. A distant ship smoke on the horizon.
Yeah.
You are only coming through in waves. Your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying.
Giant eye.
When I was a child, I had a fever. My hands felt just like 2 balloons. Now I've got that feeling once again. I can't explain, you will not understand. This is not how I am.
Hey, go down.
I have become comfortably numb.
not the original guy. He sounds just like him.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah.
All those lights.
That would be crazy.
Wow.
Whoa. It's like an eye, right?
Kinda, yeah, it
Kind
does
of like
look
supposed to be
like
an eye. Yeah.
the smoke changing and the changing lights.
Yeah. It's a lot. Yeah.
Wow. The way the lights made a spotlight, that was so cool.
Yeah.
Look, everybody. What is that? Oh, wow.
I was thinking it was the moon. Yeah. They thought this out so much.
Build up.
Wow. Was it a flower? What was that floating?
Yo, it was like they showed inside there's like a core or something like
Yeah.
it's like all
light.
metaphorical for like, you know, you have a soul or something like underneath or something.
That was
I don't
crazy.
know.
The
It was like
visuals.
the ball just came apart.
Yeah.
All right. Bro.
Okay.
The visual of that was insane. I've never seen a concert where in the middle of the arena is a giant shiny ball.
Yeah, that transforms.
That comes apart.
Thought it was a jellyfish after it came apart the first time.
The ball was so numb, it was so comfortable, it just fell apart. But yo, that solo, absolutely bonkers. I mean, I know Pink Floyd is like, they're like halfway really good instrumentalists. Like, they have such long moments of just pure instrumental.
Lovely.
My God, it was like the guitar was singing to us. We still have 20 seconds, so I'm about to play that out, but wow.
What are they going to do now? You can tell that they are very thoughtful.
Yeah, with their performance, for sure. It was like, what was the ball supposed to represent? God or something?
I thought it was the moon at first. I was like, is that the moon? Is it supposed to be the moon? Because it's like the glowing thing in the dark. It's round.
Gilmore just shreds so hard on the guitar, the ball just breaks. Like, oh.
Yeah, I couldn't take it.
The ball's like, take me. Well,
This is sick.
yeah, that was nuts, dude. That was an insane solo.
There was so much visual stuff going on with the lights.
With all the lights, the way that that middle light came down and shined the spotlight on Gilmore while he was shredding.
Yes.
And it was like so bright that you couldn't even see him. He looked like he was just like
Yeah.
holy or something.
Yeah.
It kind of does look like a jellyfish right there.
Yeah.
That was so cool. And he's just like playing guitar as a silhouette with the light behind him.
Yeah.
Oh man! All while this is going on.
What an experience to be
Some people were probably tripping balls, looking
Yeah,
up like, "Oh my
scared.
God!"
Is that you, God?
God.
It also kind of looks like a spaceship when the spotlight's over him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With all the little individual lights around
Mhm.
it.
And like you said, it could have like when the ball was up, it kind of looks like an eye a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a circle within a circle, kind of
Mhm.
gives you that illusion. Yeah, I really like this.
Imagine being there.
One day I might watch this entire concert just because
They did a lot.
the visuals seem
Yeah.
amazing. Savoy, I am jealous of you, bro.
Yeah.
Savoy said he's seen this live. He was there. All right,
Must have been life changing.
All right, so this is our first time reacting to Comfortably Numb. Let's talk about the lyrics and what the song means. One thing that I'm excited to do about Pink Floyd, because I haven't really dove deep. All I know is this song has always like soothed me when I've heard it.
Yeah.
It's a nice unwinding track, and the guitar solo always hits. It always shreds. Roger Waters' lyrics of this were inspired by his experience of being injected with tranquilizers for stomach cramps before a performance in 1977.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Like you're being put under something.
Yeah, you're comfortably numb. He said that was the longest 2 hours of my life, trying to do a show where you can hardly lift your arm. To bring the boys back home, there's a short piece where a tape loop is used. The teacher's voice is heard again, and you can feel the groupie saying, "Are you feeling okay?" And there's the operator saying, there's a man answering, and there's a new voice introduced at that point, and there's somebody knocking on the door saying, "Come on, it's time to go." Right? So the idea is that they're coming to take him to the show because he's got to go and perform that night. And they come into the room and they realize something is wrong. And they actually physically bring the doctor in, and Comfortably Numb is about his confrontation with the doctor. That's crazy. That's a whole story.
Yeah.
It's a whole book. So this is the doctor speaking. "Hello, is there anybody in there?"
Mm-hmm.
Which, it just adds this psychedelic effect,
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was about someone being high on something.
Right, that's kind of what it is.
And you trying to bring them back, like...
It's definitely part of it, like that's what if you're tripping and somebody says, "Is anybody in there?" You're thinking like, sorta. So basically, the story is still built around what really happened to Roger Waters when he was tranquilized. You know, he still needs to go out to the show.
So my guy
And-
really does sing this part.
Yeah, so Roger Waters does sing the first verse, and then the pre-chorus is David Gilmour. Okay, so this makes more sense
Yeah.
as to why we thought it sounded exactly like the regular guy, because it is the original guy.
Yeah.
All right.
It makes too much sense because I was like, no way.
Okay.
No way, it's not him.
So it is the original people that made the song, other than Roger Waters isn't there anymore. Is there anybody in there? It just sounds like Roger Waters is playing with you. You know, like, hey, I know you're high as fuck right now.
Just not if you can hear me, bro.
Yeah.
You're in
Is
your own
anyone
world
else?
right now.
So this sounds like the doctor's still talking to him. Like, you have no pain. You know, you're like a distant ship. You're coming through in waves, like you're coming conscious in waves, and you're saying something, but I can't hear what you're saying. And then this seems more of like a monologue, like the person that's under drugs is saying this. When I was a child, I had a fever. My hands just felt like two balloons. And I got that feeling once again. I can't explain. You wouldn't understand. Let's just read on, and then maybe this will make more sense. Okay, so Roger Waters goes on playing the doctor, saying, just a little pinprick, there'll be no more, but you may feel a little sick. Can you stand? I do believe it's working. That'll keep you going through the show. So just like Roger Waters' story, he's moving on through the show. Then again, same lyrics here, except the second half of this verse is different. When I was a child, I caught a fleeting glimpse out of the corner of my eye. I turned to look, but it was gone. I cannot put my finger on it now. The child is grown. The dream is gone. So it sounds like he's saying that time moved by faster than he thought it would. He gave up on his dreams. And basically, I'm become comfortably numb to me not pursuing my dreams.
That's how I took it
And
too when
not-
I listened to it on my own.
Right. I'm just going through the motions and living. And I think this narrative piece in the beginning is supposed to like ease you into you realizing what your pain is. And I think a lot of people have this inner pain where they feel like they had big dreams and they didn't achieve those big dreams. So it's kind of like this suppressed pain that everybody has a little bit.
Yeah. Very relatable.
Yeah. It's either he's comfortably numb because he doesn't want to pursue anything anymore because he feels good off the drugs, or feels comfortably numb with the life that he has now after pursuing his dreams and he didn't achieve it. So, you know, you have no other choice but to feel comfortably numb, or else it's just going to drive you crazy. So basically the song's kind of about being on drugs and feeling numb to, now I've got that feeling once again, I can't explain, you would not understand, this is not how I am. And I think the feeling that he's describing is the drugs.
Yeah, the tranquilizer.
Yeah. Now that I'm under drugs again, I feel comfortably numb, and this is usually not how I am. And this little narrative piece of, you know, we're going to give you a little bit of drugs to get you through the show. You know, I think the show is metaphorical for life.
The distant ship can on the horizon can be like their dreams. Their dream is just a ship passing by. Smoke on the horizon, it's foggy.
When I was a child, I caught a fleeting glimpse at a corner of my eye. I turned to look, but it was gone.
That's the dream, right? Like,
Yeah.
I had a glimpse of it, but I never fully grasped it. He's basically saying I get the same feeling from drugs that I would by achieving my dreams. Like, in a way. Like, he's telling
Yeah.
himself that, you
Yeah.
know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I feel happy and like this, so
Yeah.
why go pursue my dreams and maybe get hurt?
So happy that we just looked deep into that, because now I'm going to hear the song in a completely different light.
Yes.
Oh, man. We love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and critiquing with us. You guys stay healthy, stay safe, and don't forget, click, click.